Well, here I got another project. This is holds handlebars on a motorcycle. I don't know if you can see there, but I've set up my boring machine here to cut a hole in here like this for the bars. And this is an old part. And you notice this is pretty small, and the guy wanted a big one, so it'll make it look the same as the bars. So I'm trying to make some risers here. I've got the machine on high gear here and low range, and I'm taking off about 20 thousandths. Pulling down real nice. It's cutting good. These chips here get very long because they're not breaking. But see, that's what happens. It picks itself up. So it's actually kind of a two-handed job. You should never grab this stuff with your hand because it's kind of like a razor blade. You can see what I've cut up here, but I'm just pulling this off. But you can see it's got a real nice finish here. The lathe sounds real good. Transmission's working real well. I'm just hogging this thing down to the right size, and then I'll go ahead and start on another project. Well, the guy wanted this to be the same size as the fork tubes, which is 50mm 49, and you can see I've got 64, so I got about 5mm here to go. I'm just going to take off another 20 thousandths. 10, 20, and then see how much difference that is in millimeters. I think that's probably about 1 millimeter. As you can see, it's cut beautifully there. Beautiful finish. No lines or marks. No real vibration patterns. The lathe looks like it's moving a little, but the whole lathe is moving, so it's not interrupting the cut. And it's building some big chips. Luckily this one's not all getting tangled up and flying around. But you have to be kind of careful when you're cutting this long stuff. The aluminum's not bad, but the steel chips cut you up pretty bad. Well, it's at 64, now I'm at 63, so 20 thousandths is about 1 millimeter. We'll take another one, and it should be about 62 something. And there's 10, 20. And I've got it here in medium low speed, low range. I could actually speed this up a little, which is what I'm going to do. Put it in high range and low, still making a nice cut, but it'll go quite a bit faster. 20 thousandths is about what is pulling it down, or 1 millimeter. Nice load on the motor. I can hear it's loading up a little there. I got a pretty thick chip. That's what happens when that mess gets hung up. So I'll clean this up and continue. Alright, I finished that pass. It was 63. Something's wrong. 72. Yeah. Put it back to zero here. I don't like these electric calipers because of that. 51.8. So I'm going to take off 10 thousandths and see what that does. Let's see, there's 10. 51.8. We should take it down to about 51, I think. I see it's a finer chip coming off of there. I'll just finish this up and measure again. Alright, I had 50.67. Next pass, 10 thousandths. 51.52. What did I say? 51.67. 51.52. I'm just going to take another 10. See how much that is. Anyway, here's I'm starting just to turn this piece down. First thing will be to get it to this major diameter, then I can turn down this other piece. I think what I'm going to do when I get the whole thing to the major diameter, I'm going to cut this off and make it square so it'll sit in the machine good and flat here. I can drill this other hole and I'll do the same thing. I'll put it back in here and turn the rest of this down. It's taking about a ½ millimeter off. I got a pretty fast speed in it. I got a couple more passes here and I think this one will be good enough. I'll finish this one up and I'll measure it again. Close. And that's it. Move it out of the way. Take my chips out. I usually use a pair of pliers. This stuff can cut you. I've got a whole lot of it here. And I had 64.5. Now I have 64. I got 1 millimeter exactly. So I'm just going to put in 10 thousandths on this. 20 thousandths all together. That's about 1 millimeter. That's good enough for that. What was it, 64? Now I'm at 63.4. I'm just going to go ahead and keep that. I have another ½ millimeter and I'll take that off with some fine cuts and try to get me a smooth finish. And this is doing pretty good with 10 thousandths. I'm almost at my highest low speed here. So that's all I'll do is just finish up this piece and then I'll cut it off here. And then we'll put it back in here and start to do this. I'll take a little video of that. Yeah, just same old boring stuff. I'll shut this off for now. Alright, I measured it. It was within a thousandth or so. What I'm doing now, I'm running on the low speed. Making a pretty good finish across there. Looks like I got just a little bit of chatter in it. But basically it's cutting plenty good. I only need it for this just this top part here. The rest of it's going to get cut down a lot. I actually could just stop this here. cutting this off. That ticking is from the back gears, which is very slow. And I got a long tool, which is not good. But I'm just feeding this in by hand. That belt might be slipping a little bit. And I'm just going to put a little oil in here on these gears. That should calm it down a little. Yeah, it's cutting a little better. But anyway, that's all I do is just keep feeding this in real slow. Whoops. I'm not going very fast here. The trick is to keep an even cut. And I can't really do that with one hand. So I'm going to put the camera down and finish cutting it. As I got deeper in the cut, you can probably see the hole in it there. I'm probably down to about an inch. What I've done is slow down the feed to the second speed, second gear, and I'm just feeding this in here by hand. Taking my time, not loading the lathe up too much, because the more bit gets extended, the further it goes into the hole, the more friction, the more drag, and the harder to cut things. But it's making some nice round chips here. Not too disappointed. It just takes slow to, so you can hear it dragging. And normally you don't use oil and aluminum, but in a case like this, yeah, it makes it cut much better. So I'm going to go back to a two-handed job and finish cutting this thing off. Somehow that cut a big concave end. Right now I'm just taking a little bit of this off. And this end, you can see it's got a big hump on it. Not exactly sure what caused that, but my cutoff tool was walking. I'm taking a final pass across here. See, it's cutting really nice. And then once I get it all pretty much true, I'll put a dial indicator on it, set it close to 0 as I can, and then bore another hole in it with a tailstock here. I can't really see because of all the stuff, but here we go. Looks like it's about to the middle. Alright. That's finished. Looks pretty good. Now redo something here. Well, I got the dial indicator back here. Looks like I'm about 25 out. So let's just going to take my little rubber hammer here and give it a lick. Take our next highest point is right there. It's here. Give that a lick. It's kind of hard one-handed. There's 40. It's all tight here, so I'm only knocking a few thousandths out. Okay, there's pretty good. I got it within about 6 thousandths. So that's good for trying to put a center in it. Alright, I'm just going to run this in by hand. See, it's drilling there. Nice even chips. I just have to get it up to the angle on that drill bit. That's good. See, now I got a real nice hole that'll fit my live center here. And I've got a nice machine surface here on the front. So at least one side of this is perfect, and then I can do something with the other side. But right now I'm basically finished with this. I just wanted to clean this end up. Actually, I'm going to make one pass across there first. Alright, I'm just going to feed this in by hand till it touches. Alright. Everything's all locked here. And back it away. Now I'm going to put 5 thousandths in it. And engage the power feed. It's moving the wrong way. You can see it's going away from it. So what I'm going to do is turn it on, change gears, turn it back on. Now it's feeding the end. It should make me a nice surface all the way across there. And that way I got plenty of room to clamp on something that's straight. Looks like I got a rag hung in my bolt. I need to do something about that. Yeah, I'm just taking too much of a cut here for the thing to start on its own. Turned off. Hook the transmission back up. Start it. Get it back over to here. Engage my power feed. I probably ought to run this at high speed. Now we're hitting something. Oh, I see. Okay, oh, you can tell here, but I'm hitting the actual tool bit holder. And so I'm going to have to change the angles of this just a little. When I do that, I'll just back this out, loosen the main holder, turn it in. I think I can turn it a little more. Yeah, that'll miss my tool bit. I should be able to re-engage the feed here. Yes, yes. Nope, still hitting. Need to change the angle even more. I'll loosen this up, back that up. I'll just go for a pretty sharp angle. That should do it. Engage my feed. Not getting a complete full circle. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to give it another 5 up here on top. This should give me a Yeah, that looks real good right there. It's really not necessary to have this fine of a finish, but since this is what I'm going to machine the part to next, I might as well have good surfaces on it. It's not pulling that much. It is pulling it. I'm just going to put a little oil on it. That'll help it out some. Yeah, you can see it's making a nicer cut there with oil. So that's good enough. I'll just cut it all the way across, and then I'll get back to working on these two parts here. First thing will be to cut this one square and get rid of that hump in it, and duplicate that and move on. Alright, I bumped the speed to high here, and I'm just taking off about 3,000. You can see it's a hair-like chip coming off of there. Turning a very nice finish on it. Gearbox here seems to be working perfectly well. I see no chatter marks, no anything in there. It's probably 1/1000th from one end to the other. But anyway, I'll just take this one little last finish cut here to polish it up and start working on the other piece. We have the same drill here. Looks like it's off 20,000ths. Go back into our hammer. Give it a whack. There's a 70. Alright, I'm not going to get it much better than that. I'm hitting it in the same place. 50, well, it's within 20,000ths. 50 now. It's right there into that jaw, so it is moving. 50, yeah, see, I'm hitting in the same place on the shaft. I'm going to unchuck it and loosen it up a little and see if I can't do something a little better. Alright, I got it within about 3 or 4 thousandths. Plenty good. I'll give this a tighten here, one-handed. Yeah, I'm still within about 4 thousandths, so that's good enough to surface this and clean it up so I can drill it for the center. One of the final passes. I'm going to take one more. See, it's making it pretty nice. I'm going to back it out here and just take 5 more thousandths. Enough for what I want. I just want to get a nice square end, and then I'll bore it while it's all chucked up tight. And there's the end of that. Shut it off. Back it out. Looks nice like a mirror. Alright, that's done. Chamfered the end here. This is all nice and smooth. And next will be, I made some marks in it, but the next thing will be to mark where do I want to cut this, and then trim the whole thing down until it's the size. But for right now I want to put this half round in it, and that's what I was trying to make all these square parts for. There we go. I got it pretty much lined up. I'm just gonna, you can't really see that there, but I'm gonna put another 15 thousandths, and of course I have to crank it by hand. See, but it's cutting pretty nice. It's just a lot of cranking. Finish up the end. Getting something. And back up. See on the back cut, it's making a nice finish. Oh, my chip pan is sticking here. Anyway, that's what I gotta do. I gotta do this to a ½ inch. So it's quite a few passes. Yeah, all this cranking is killing my hand. So I just stuck this is a spacer that fits but it fits a handle nice, and that way I can turn it and don't have the friction of the thing on my finger, and this will make it a little easier. Fire it up. I'll give it another 15 thousandths. I'm going to try feeding it in. Oh yeah, much better on my hand. And it's cutting good up there. If you can imagine the amount of cranking that it takes, you do a ½ inch, 10 thousandths at a time. Well, 20 passes at least. This is not a very big machine, so that's a pretty big cut for this kind of cutter. And I just run it back, clean it up nice. That's all I gotta do is just keep doing that for a long time.